Hi everyone, welcome to our next Culture Q&A series. Today we're going to be interviewing Fergal Nealon. He's the CEO of StoryTracks, which is a fantastic travel and culture app which has been nominated for numerous startup awards. So Fergal, tell us all about you and StoryTracks.
Hello, my name is Fergal Nealon, CEO and founder of StoryTracks. StoryTracks is a groundbreaking storytelling platform which brings local stories to life as told by local people themselves. So we scratch beneath the surface of the obvious and bring you the real destination.
What was your lightbulb moment where culture really came to life?
So the lightbulb moment for me with culture was around my late 20s, and I travelled through Asia, Southeast Asia, through China, from the bottom corner of Yunnan, diagonally across to Beijing, Korea, Japan and India. And it's such vastly different cultures in a short space of time that were so different from what I was used to in the Western world. That was really a massive lightbulb moment in terms of cultural differences for me.
You've got some fantastic stories of bringing local culture to life, Fergal. What is your favourite?
So one of my favourite stories on StoryTracks is to do with this building here. It's the old Ulster Bank. Now I would have passed this for 30 something years and never realised that right here was the old manager's entrance. It's a window today, but it's a different shade of stone because back in the Troubles in Ireland, this is where the old IRA blew up the entrance and got funds for their campaign. And it was something I never would have known until John Mullany told me the story and brought it to life on StoryTracks.
Have you got any funny or interesting stories about experiencing culture shock?
This story involves the first time I landed in China. I came from Laos across the border into Yunnan, and it was something like one of those 20-hour bus rides. When we got out, we all had to go to the toilet, the whole bus together. And it was the first time I saw a proper Chinese toilet where there was no cubicles. So all the men were hunched into over a trench and smoking their little cigarettes. So that's fine, okay, this is what they do, and I'm fine with that. And I'm second in the queue to get onto my trench, when this guy in a suit comes behind me, and there was someone coming out of the trench pulling up their trousers, and he went to pass me and the guy ahead of me. So I said, oh, hold on buddy, this guy's first, I'm second and you're third, right? And this was me, I suppose, interfering with the Chinese queuing system, because for some reason that guy was supposed to go first, okay? So he saw me as a foreigner, he said, okay, no problem, sorry, you go ahead. And I said, no, the guy in first, it's his turn. But he's like, no way, because the guy in the suit is supposed to take his place. So I said, right, well, I'm not letting this guy take the place, right? So I have to go. Now, everyone's looking at me anyway, because I'm the only Western guy in the whole place. But now I have to go, and the first time I'm experiencing going to a toilet without a cubicle, the whole place, and I've made a scene, and they're looking at me taking down my trousers and my white ass. So that was my first experience of creating a cultural faux pas.
I love that example from Chinese culture. Brilliant, Fergal, brilliant. So tell us, you're living in Sligo now. What's your favourite hidden gem from around the area here?
Well, Sligo in itself is a huge hidden gem. It's the least visited county on the Wild Atlantic Way, but in my mind, one of the most spectacular. So in terms of, it's marketed mainly towards the coastline because of the Wild Atlantic Way. But if you move inland, 5 kilometres in any direction, you've Loughill, you've Benbulben, you're talking about the Lake Isle of Innisfree and all the Yeats-inspired landscape, all inland, which is often neglected in Sligo. But I think the county as a whole, it's just an absolute paradise for tourists visiting Ireland. And it's definitely a hidden gem and underused.
And what is the #1 cultural faux pas to avoid doing when in Ireland?
I think the #1 faux pas to do in Ireland for tourists or visitors coming, it'd certainly be bringing up politics in the pub setting. I think we have a very complex relationship with our neighbours in the UK, and it's obviously something that is of interest to people visiting the country. But like we've learned in Ireland, it's something that just shouldn't be brought up when there's drinks on board. I think that's a big cultural faux pas.
Fergal, thanks a million for all those answers. Really enjoyed the Q&A today. Listen, best of luck in Sligo, best of luck with everything with StoryTracks from D&I, and we'll keep in touch. Thanks again.